Imagine waking up one morning, rubbing your eyes and looking out of the window only to realize that everything around you is frozen. Cars on the street are locked in place, birds are suspended mid-air, raindrops are hanging like tiny glass beads in the sky. Even the clock on your wall no longer ticks. Time itself has stopped. But what would really happen if time stopped flowing? Would the universe simply freeze like a paused video? Would we still be conscious inside this frozen frame? And could we even notice time stopping if we are all trapped within it? Before we dive into this brain-melting idea, make sure you hit that subscribe button and give this video a like. Because if time ever really stopped, you would be frozen before you could even click. We all think we understand time. It feels like the ticking of a clock, the rising and setting of the sun, the minutes and hours that shape our daily lives. But in physics, time is not just something humans invented to keep track of appointments. It is part of the very fabric of the universe, woven together with space to form what Einstein called spacetime. Without time, there can be no motion, no change, not even cause and effect. One thing leading to another only makes sense because time exists. If time were to truly stop, everything would freeze. Atoms would no longer vibrate, light would no longer move, your heart would not beat, and even the smallest chemical reaction in your brain would halt instantly. In that sense, the moment time stopped, reality itself would collapse. But here is the tricky part. Could you even notice it? To realize that time has stopped, you would need awareness. Awareness requires neurons firing, electrical impulses moving, chemical reactions occurring in your brain. But if time has stopped, none of those processes can take place. From your perspective, you would never notice anything. It would be like blinking. One moment, everything is normal. The next time resumes. And you would not even know the universe had been paused. Creepy, isn't it? It's like the cosmos hit the pause button, but nobody was there to press play. Now, let's play with the idea a bit. What if you were somehow exempt? What if time stopped for everything and everyone except you? At first glance, this sounds like the ultimate superpower. No more waiting in traffic, no more queues at the store, no more deadlines. You could walk into a bank vault, grab stacks of money, or sneak into a sold-out concert and sit in the front row. But physics would ruin your fun instantly. Light itself requires time to move, and if time has stopped, photons are frozen too. No light would reach your eyes, meaning you would be completely blind in absolute darkness. Air molecules would also be frozen, so you could not breathe. And even if you could, your own cells depend on time to process energy. Without it, your metabolism fails. So instead of living your superhero dream, you would collapse in suffocating darkness. Not much of a superpower after all. So why does this idea feel so strange to us? Because time is unlike space. In space, you can stop moving and still exist. You can sit in one place and everything is fine. But with time, you cannot stop moving. We are all constantly sliding forward in time, second by second, with no way to slow down or step off the ride. Einstein revealed that time is relative, meaning it does not flow the same for everyone. The faster you move, or the closer you are to a massive gravitational object, the slower your time flows compared to someone far away. Astronauts in orbit, satellites in the sky, and even highly precise atomic clocks have confirmed this. Time is elastic, but even so, it never truly stops. If it did, reality would vanish instantly. Here comes the paradox. If time stopped everywhere, how would we even describe it? You can only say that something has stopped if something else is still moving to compare it with. Without time, there is no before, no after, no moments. It's not just that events would freeze, events would no longer exist at all. So asking, what if time stopped, might not even make sense. It is like asking, what is north of the North Pole? The very question bends the rules of logic. Still, thinking about it reveals just how fragile our reality really is. We rely so much on time that we don't even notice it moving. It is the invisible current carrying us from birth to death, from sunrise to sunset, from one story to the next. Without it, existence itself falls apart. But let's lighten the mood for a moment. Sorry to say this, but if you ever dreamed of freezing time so you could sneak into the kitchen at night and eat cake without anyone noticing, physics says no. The cake would be frozen too. You wouldn't be able to chew it, or even take a bite. Unless you prefer your cake served at absolute zero, this fantasy is officially cancelled. Here's another chilling thought. What if time did not just stop temporarily, but actually ended? Cosmologists have considered this. Some theories suggest that the universe might end in a so-called Big Rip, where cosmic expansion accelerates so violently that galaxies, stars, planets, and even atoms are torn apart. At that point, time as we know it would simply end. Other models predict a slow fade into what is called heat death. In this future, all stars burn out, galaxies drift apart, and everything becomes cold and empty. With nothing left to change, time itself loses meaning. Whether it ends with a bang or a whimper, time does not go on forever. Why does this matter to us? Because thinking about time forces us to confront how little we truly understand. We are trapped inside the flow of time, unable to step out and observe it from the outside. And maybe that is the beauty of it. Time is what makes life possible. Without time, there would be no past to remember, no future to dream about, and no present moment to enjoy. Even watching this video right now is only possible because time carries it forward, second by second. So what would really happen if time stopped flowing? Everything would freeze in an instant. You wouldn't notice, because noticing requires time. If only you kept moving, you would suffocate in complete darkness. And philosophically, the question might not even be valid in the first place. But even if it is impossible, it's still one of the coolest thought experiments in science, because it reminds us how strange, how delicate, and how precious reality actually is. So let me ask you, if you could pause time, even for just a moment, what's the very first thing you would do? Tell me in the comments below. And don't say stealing pizza, because that's already my plan. Make sure to like this video, subscribe, and ring that notification bell, because next time we're diving into another wild question about the universe. And trust me, you don't want to miss it.